Restaurant management games have evolved in fascinating ways, but few combine the strategic depth of card games with the frantic energy of kitchen simulation, quite like Sizzle Stack. This innovative title from Arvis Games transforms the traditional cooking game formula into something entirely different. A card-based experience that captures the genuine chaos of running a busy restaurant. The concept sounds bizarre at first. Everything in your kitchen exists as cards. Ingredients, cookware, appliances, even your recipes. Yet this unusual approach creates surprisingly authentic restaurant management gameplay that feels both familiar and refreshingly unique. The core loop centers around stacking cards to create dishes. Place eggs in a pan, add cheese, and watch them automatically combine into an omelet. Simple enough, right? Wrong. The complexity ramps up dramatically as your menu expands beyond basic diner fare into Italian cuisine, Mexican dishes, and beyond. What starts as managing a few ingredients quickly becomes a juggling act of epic proportions. You're buying random ingredient packs, hoping desperately for that elusive steak. Managing limited table space, dealing with spoiling food, and trying to satisfy increasingly demanding customers. The pressure is real, and I found myself frantically pausing the game just to reorganize my chaotic workspace. The pause function becomes your best friend here. The developers clearly understand their game's intensity. They actively encourage strategic pausing to plan your next moves. This isn't cheating. It's survival. Without it, you'll quickly find yourself buried under a mountain of scattered ingredients while angry customers wait for their orders. As you progress through different cuisine types, the production line complexity increases exponentially. Italian food introduces pasta makers and rolling pins. Making pizza requires creating dough, rolling it out, adding sauce, made from chopped tomatoes, and combining it with various toppings. Each step demands specific equipment and timing. The learning curve is steep but rewarding. Failed runs teach valuable lessons about recipe combinations and efficient kitchen layout. Since learned recipes carry over between runs, each failure brings you closer to mastery. There's something deeply satisfying about finally nailing that complex carbonara after multiple attempts. Not everything works perfectly in this culinary card game. The random nature of ingredient packs can be genuinely frustrating. Spending precious coins and time desperately searching for basic ingredients like flour or milk while customers wait creates unnecessary stress that doesn't feel strategic, just annoying. At the start, at least, while you haven't unlocked an active perk card that allows you to buy some particular ingredients, depending on their type. The game's visual presentation also feels somewhat generic. Borrowing heavily from Stackland's aesthetic, Sizzle Stack lacks its own distinctive visual identity. The UI design works functionally, but doesn't capture the personality that such a unique concept deserves. Camera controls become particularly troublesome as your workspace expands, making navigation needlessly difficult. For what is more, the core gameplay function that can be bought as an active perk. Sous Chef works badly and has frustrating bugs. While they work perfectly with early game recipes, he bugs during the complex ones. I cannot say it stuns the game completely, but it creates unnecessary difficulties and a general uncomfortable impact on the gameplay. The planned early access roadmap addresses some concerns with bug fixes, upgradable tools, employee additions for automation, and mod support. These features could transform the experience from pure chaos management into something more strategically nuanced. Despite its flaws, Sizzle Stack delivers a genuinely addictive experience. The core gameplay loop of learning recipes, optimizing production lines, and surviving increasingly hectic days creates that just one more run mentality that defines great roguelike experiences. This isn't a casual cooking game. It demands attention, planning, and quick thinking. The difficulty can be punishing, especially in later days when multiple complex orders pile up simultaneously. But for players who enjoy strategic challenges wrapped in unconventional mechanics, Sizzle Stack offers something truly special. The card-based approach initially seems gimmicky, but proves surprisingly effective at capturing restaurant management's essential elements: resource allocation, time management, and adapting to changing demands. It's chaotic, stressful, and occasionally frustrating, just like running an actual restaurant. Hopefully all the bugs will be fixed and this game will become a great option for a comfy gaming experience.